Hi guys, today I would like to talk to you about the importance of lesson planning. I know that experienced teachers don't make any plans for their lessons, they just come and teach whatever they need to according to the book. I remember myself years ago in Crimea, I also would come to my students, open the book, and we would do homework together. And along the way, I would just explain some things. But ever since I came to Poland, and I've learned a new way of teaching using creative materials, props, visuals. Now this way doesn't work. I need some preparation, and in first it took me a lot of time to prepare for my lessons, really a lot of hours. But these 4 years I've learned some tips, and I would like to share with you how I do this. But first of all, I would like to persuade you to make lesson plan, to write plans in your notebooks, even the short ones with just points, because as from my experience I can say, when I know that I have a plan, even if I'm not in the mood to go and teach, even if I don't feel well, if I know that I have a plan in my notebook, and if I don't have inspiration, I just go along the plan. I follow the plan, point by point, game after game, exercise after exercise, and it makes it a lot easier. I don't stress myself. I don't feel depressed that, oh, now I need to figure out what to do, or I need to be motivated, to be energetic on my lessons. When I have a plan, it's half of the task done, so to say. And next, I feel confident. I feel that I know what to do. And what I have in my plan is usually a good one, and I know it works well. And so I feel very safe and confident. And the third thing, why I do make lesson plans, and is that I have a structure. I have learned how my plan goes, and I can make small changes along the way. If I come to a student and I see that he doesn't really do well on the first task, I don't continue on doing the second one. I just change a little bit, and I do, I adjust to the student, and I adjust what I have prepared to that level of my student that he needs. And so I make small changes. I am flexible, and that's why I always have a certain structure of my lessons. And for this structure, I add some more games or things that I need to do if what I want to do at my lessons. So recently, I have started using such structure that I divide my lessons into two parts. My lesson lasts 1 hour, and first half an hour what I do is that we do grammar. Usually there is grammar to do, and I give short description, for example, present simple, present continuous, short description how it works, what to do. And then we do some grammar game, which you can see on my shorts list. I have several games for this topic. And then we do one or two exercises from the book, or I print out some tasks, some exercises from internet, and we do this. They don't feel overstressed with doing the tasks because we have played the game, I have explained the theory, and now they apply it. So this is first half an hour. And then the second half an hour of our lesson I devote to vocabulary. And I use my favorite method of two or method of pairs. I have sticky notes or memo notes, those small cards where on one card we write English word, on another card we write translation, in my case in Polish language, and we have a pair. And so I put it on the table and I read in English one word, they read it in Polish, then we switch. I read Polish, they read English. Then I ask them to close their eyes, and I mix some cards, and they have to fix it and put cards according to the word, with the correct translation. And then I ask them to close their eyes again, and I take out, for example, Polish translations, and they have to translate those missing translations from English into Polish. And then again I ask them to close their eyes, and that's the most difficult part. I take English words, and they have to translate from their native language into English. And then if we have time, I do a 3-second dictation, which means I just show them the card with English word, and I count 1, 2, 3, and I close the card, and they have to write down exactly how this, with the correct spelling of this word. They have to copy from their memory how did this word look like, and then we check. And I just figured out the new way how can we play this way. I say that if they write correctly, they get a point. If they write incorrectly, then I get a point. And this way we play along the way. And then finally we take those cards, we just mix them all, and we play some multi-purpose game, which is a board game. And before you do any move, you have to take a card and translate, either from English to Polish or from Polish to English. So this is my basic plan. Sometimes if I have more visuals or some other games, I add them, and I write it in my plan that I have some extra things that I can do, but mainly this is what I stick to. And I highly advise you to try to use this method if you are a tutor, or if you teach in a private English school, or anywhere where you go and teach English language. This may help you to make your lessons more interesting, to make it easier for you to prepare for, and you will feel that energy and the motivation will be a lot better, higher, and you will enjoy your lessons as well as your students will enjoy your lessons. So feel free to ask me any questions. Look in my list of shorts, maybe it will explain to you more visually how I do this, or some other long videos where I also describe how I use multi-purpose games, which is board games, on my lessons. And so see you in my next video, and pa!